Hey guys, Stock Saturday and a bit of a rise this week, up about £8,000. Wondering if I'm sort of leaving too much money on the side, still having a fairly large cash position, but yeah, we've got the interest rate rise sort of coming this coming week. So if that's 1%, then I would expect probably to that to have a bit of an impact. The EU just done their 0.5% interest rate rise, so that was more than expected. Yeah, I don't think we're out of the woods just yet, so I will hold on to that cash. But yeah, up 8,000 this week. Part of that has come from crypto. Argo blockchain and Hive blockchain up quite a little. Bitcoin sort of doing okay. I still think probably if the stocks go down, then crypto will go down once more with it. But we'll see. Slight rise in gold and silver, but nothing sort of too much. So looking at Trading212, yes, not too bad. So most of the ISA rise is Argo blockchain being up 22% on the week. So didn't buy the lows. I wasn't really all that comfortable with them. Still would sort of say they're mining at sort of at best break even if you include all the overhead costs and everything. So it's not something that I wanted to sort of buy the dip, even if I was wanting to buy the dip while they were in profit. But yeah, they're doing okay. The REITs sort of having a hit and miss week really. AMT, American Tower, not doing too badly, break even, but Digital Realty up 5%. The REITs are sort of something I would have liked to buy, but not a sort of huge amount of funds. I don't really want to put the invest account money in here. First Majestic, not doing too well, even though sort of silver hasn't done too bad, but there you go. Stag, not, 4.7%, so that's pretty good, similar to Digital Realty. Sylvania doing pretty well, 6%. Wondering if this is the chip shortage sort of easing a little bit. Car manufacturers are saying they're getting their chips easier, and we had sort of a spike up in the rhodium price at the end of the week. So that's good. And then the Tritaxes have been sort of recovering reasonable amount, 7%, and 8% on Eurobox. So not too bad to see. Avicii didn't really move. And yeah, the short still not going well, of course. So 22% down on that now. I did buy another 2 shares, actually. Just sort of averaging down on a short, a little bit strange. But yeah, I'm still expecting a fair drop at some point, maybe with the interest rate rise or GDP, I think, after the week after. So we'll see. Plenty of bad news to come. The invest account is up £800, but I've also sold eBay. So at long last, $45.30, I think. Sort of numbers aren't really looking any better for them. Sort of analyst estimates for earnings are dropping, and yeah, nothing really sort of crying out to me as sort of good value compared to my other holdings. So yeah, sold them and sort of waiting for, if we do get a drop, this will be going into my sort of semiconductors, house builders, and miners sort of combo. But obviously on the yearly, doesn't look like the best sale. $45, but obviously the market's gone down, so it's can't win them all. So yeah, other than that, sort of a lot of stuff does seem to be up. So 5% on Barrett. Google sort of not doing too well. There was a reasonably big tech drop on Friday. So some of these have sort of taken a bit of a hit towards the end of the week. Broadcom didn't. Glencore still sort of up and down. Copper price is very low, so interesting one. Himax sort of a reasonable rise despite a sort of fall on Friday. So still looking to probably buy that at some point if we get one more drop. Not too much rise in these others. Lennar still doing well despite the housing news being awful, pretty much. So back in the green on this, even without the FX impact. So didn't get to buy the low, but I would expect this will be coming lower at some point. Fundamentals don't look particularly good, even though they have sort of good value on current estimates, but would expect those earnings estimates to be coming down an awful lot. Meta Platforms had that huge drop on Friday, but up for the week slightly. So again, would like to sort of put a buy on this, possibly around 150 if we get another drop lower. Micron, similarly, really flat for the week, but would like to sort of get this in the maybe mid 50s, maybe low 50s if we get another drop. Porsche, 2% on the week, but there is a little bit of news on Porsche. I'll come back to that on Volkswagen. Process, 8% up. Not really been following Tencent all that much, but this seems to be a little bit erratic with Process on their buybacks. So haven't seen whether they'd sort of be selling too much of their Tencent just yet to do the buybacks. This seems to be sort of largely just on the news of it happening. Rio up 4%, so it's not risen all that much. Still looks a reasonable opportunity to buy. Maybe sort of £45 if we get another little drop. Samsung, yeah, sort of stubbornly above $1,000 now, but could get another drop. Hopefully deploy all of this. What have we got? Nearly £20,000 with the eBay sale now. Potentially a little bit more if I sell Tyson Foods. Shell, a couple of percent up. Nothing too much. Stellantis, really do want to buy, but sort of, yeah, up 6% on the week. I think we could get another drop, although they'll have their first half earnings out fairly soon, I believe. I don't think they're out just yet. And yeah, if they're good, then might have missed the boat, but we'll see. Similarly on TSMC, good sort of good earnings and sort of projection for record earnings the next quarter or two. So may have missed the bottom and not topped this up, but again, we'll see. Taylor Wimpey up 8%. So I am looking a little bit silly with the cash on the side at the moment, but I'm betting that it could work out in the end. Tesla, 13% up. This isn't one that I'd be looking to buy, so that just sits there. Tyson Foods, not really moved, so wasn't keen on selling that. Vale, still sort of hanging around the lows, so looking like a buy. So although we see where the copper price goes, obviously they're largely in iron ore, so it's more on iron ore. And then Volkswagen, so pretty flat for the week, but the CEO has left. I think this is after trading hours, so be interesting to see where this goes in the next week. I'm a little bit more bullish than probably a lot of other people are going to be, and a lot of what the headlines are going to be. CEO leaving sort of won't be seen as good. He was the one that sort of pushed the EV switch, but I think they can get on without him. I think he sort of set them on the path and sort of got the ball rolling as fast as it needs to, even if he left. So yeah, I still see this as a reasonable buy, certainly if it comes down to the sort of recent lows, sort of in the 120s, low 120s. I think it got to sort of, what did it get to? Oh, not quite under 120 euros, but yeah, if it sort of gets around there again, I think they've got their earnings coming up as well, so be interesting to see that. Might not see that price, but I think the market will take them. Herbert Diess leaving sort of quite badly, and the Porsche CEO sort of stepping up, so he's in charge of Porsche and the whole lot now, with Porsche sort of doing their IPO. I guess they'll put someone else in charge, and Oliver Bloom, I think it is, will be CEO. But obviously Porsche were doing really well in the electric anyway. I can't see they're going to put their feet up now. They've obviously put, tens of billions into the EV switch. So, yeah, I see this as a positive move. Not positive, I mean, Herbert Diess did seem a decent CEO, even if he sort of caused a lot of controversy. But, I don't see this as the terrible move that it's probably going to get reported as. So, yeah, we'll see. So that's the portfolio for the week, up £8,000 while I've got a huge cash position. So maybe not the best, but I still see red on the horizon. So we'll see. Leave your thoughts in comments below and like and subscribe. See you soon.